entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 30. $16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Now Goff on the move to his left. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Goff now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. In motion goes Patrick.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff steps away to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Goff.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And again, it's Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They run here with Dowdle.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a keeper with Prescott. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Yeah, here we go.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On the sneak, it's Prescott.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run again with Dowdle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a keeper with Prescott.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yeah, here we go.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, here we go. What is it?
Prescott to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Hold on.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Gone. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is 1st and 10.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Here's Goff.
St. Brown on the catch.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Throwing again is Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games,